Gate Rise, beautiful beings. This is part 2 of the same reading. You have a lot going on. You're more valuable than you know, Goddess. You're more valuable than you know. Blue Avians. Philosophy, releasing karma, mysticism. It's time for you to get out of a karmatic situation. It's time for you to move forward. Responsibilities, lessons, and growing up. It's time for you to grow up. It's time for you to not grow up as in live out this fake destiny, live out this fake truth. No, it's time for you to mature spiritually. It's time for you to evolve. It's time for you to tap into your higher powers. It's time for you to gain full knowledge, power, gnosis, and wisdom over your being. The 13th chamber of your existence. It's time to tap in. It's time to go beyond the 33 levels of this reality, this plane of existence. You're very sensitive right now, and it's time for you to tap into your powers. It may look like an enigma. It may be weird, but it really ain't. It's you. It's all you. You have a past flame, okay, that's wondering why you didn't cross over to like the elite star celebrity world. Why you chose to stay normal. They're confused. They're confused by your actions. They're confused by your frequency. They don't understand that you've opened up. You've changed. You have tapped into a different knowledge, a different power. You don't want to be a star no more. You don't want to be a person herding sheep off a cliff anymore. You are on a new perspective. You're changing your ways for the better. Your third eye is opening. And you only want full chemistry. You only want full chemistry. You only want full chemistry. You only want true love and responsibility. You don't want this weird situation no more. You're very guarded. You're very guarded. You don't trust. You know people will play in your face and try to manipulate you. You got some people watching you, ready to act on you, ready to catch you slipping, ready to try to control you. They don't want your third eye opening, and they don't want you going through an awakening. They don't want your third eye opening, and they don't want you going through a spiritual awakening with your Merkaba and your light body. They don't want your Pisces or Vesica opening up. They want you to just be stuck, stubborn. They want you to be stuck in the matrix. They want you to be stuck under a spell. They don't want you awakening the planet. They don't want you awakening the people. They want you doing a 9 to 5 and struggling. They want to project bullshit on your life. Denial, projection, and shame. They want you to be ashamed of who you are and what you've become. They don't want you to believe that you were divinely sent. They don't want you to know that you was divinely sent. They want to control your rhythms and outcomes. They want you manifesting backwards. They want you to believe in the toxic bullshit. They do not want you to become this true goddess. this true queen. They want you to gamble your existence. You've changed. You've told this old flame and soulmate you've changed. You got more fish to fry. Tassetians and Lyrans. Bold, sassy, resilient, strength, courage, and bravery. You brought a side of you out in remembrance. You don't want to take the easy way out. You know it's easier to sell out your people, sell out your planet, sell out your living situation. You chose not to. You chose not to cross over into the star and celebrity world. You chose to feed truth, honesty, and tap into your galactic rights, your sovereignty. You chose sovereignty over alienation. Didn't I tell you? Look at the Vegans. Look at the golden ratio. You chose to stick with your frequency, your well-being, your honesty, your power, your creators, your source, energy. You chose solitude, independence, and peace over dealing with scarcity mindset, agendas, selling out your soul tribes, your soul frequency. You chose to turn the other cheek and walk away. Now they want to punish you. They don't want you to receive your blessings. They don't want you to sit on your throne. They want to punish you. They want to take it all away from you. Mama say, time to protect the planet. You are called upon to help with environmentalism. This is not for everybody. This is for someone specific. Take a risk and put your heart in your true desires and actions. The situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. All the people that tried to come down on you and stop you and evil eye you, it's bigger than you think. They was able to just send out a frequency and everybody didn't know why they didn't like you. They just knew it felt good. It was right. They never questioned why they didn't like you. They never questioned why you was an outcasted starseed. They never questioned why the dogmatic religious head figures kept you in the shadows, took away your rights and privileges, your natural order, took away your gravitational pull of your financial gains, and made you confused, made you lack inspiration, self-memories, and identity. They didn't want you to identify yourself. They wanted you to feel like your light was dim. Imagine thousands and millions of people on the planet look at you as don't spark the light, don't spark the interest, pretend like you don't see them. Imagine that. Collectively, y'all are all doing the same thing and don't even know the person. Don't even know who they are and what they are. Or do you? They're not the same as you. They're more ancient than you. And you've fallen for the trap. You would rather stay asleep than try to acknowledge what makes this person so powerful to the point they wanted to shadow ban them. Wanted them not to see their light, their prosperity, their energy, their radiation, their glow, their magnetism, their vibratory rate, their frequency. Corrupt, unethical cults. You would rather be a part of a cult unwillingly on a frequency level, cult mind, hive mind, than actually respect people who have the light. Honor people who have the light. Nobody's saying get down and kiss their feet. Just Show homage. High Priestess. There's some true, original, born in the flesh, frequency wired High Priestess out here. And then you got some that just look at you like, oh, they sent me some data to start discussing you, to disturb you. People say they're not reading people, but they are reading people. They trying, at least. They trying to read you. They trying to understand where you come from. They say they're not pulling cards on you, but they are pulling cards on you. They can't help but plague your voice, mind, spirit, and name in their psyche. Yeah. They're reading to an audience, trying to read you. Mission failed. Yeah. There's some people out there who's observing you through your cell phone, through frequency, through spiritual, evil eye, monitoring spirits, and they want to know. Somebody could be a fire element. There's a fire sign that's trying to do magic on you and want to look through your eye. They are a part of a higher order, a higher society. They don't want you growing. They do not want you growing. They broke away from the lyre. They broke away from the lions. They admire your strength, courage, and bravery. They may be part of the Anunnaki. You're not following the secret order. You're not following it. They're trying to figure out why you chose to go your own way. What makes you so different from other people? Alchemy, the Philosopher's Stone, it came out again. This person wants to channel you, feel you. Whatever it takes to slow you down and see what you see. They're trying to get an ups on you. You're a different breed. You're a different breed. You might even be some type of fallen angel. You're not the same. You're not the same. Something's wrong. You're not the same. They've done so much to harm you. They've done so much to destroy you. And you're still here. Something said, "Ye, I walk through the valley of the shadow and death." They've tried to take you out several times. And it keeps backfiring. You have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. You know the laws of magic and the laws of divine source. It comes to you naturally. You have something that they want. They're willing to slow you down to try to catch up with your frequency. They're trying to get technology to catch up with you. They need software, hardware, and data to catch up with you. You quantum leaping on their ass. You're quantum leaping on their ass. I'm going to explain why. This situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. Ashe. All they tried to do to disrupt who you are is about to change. I'm going to give you an example of this dream, and I'm going to close this chat out with a few more cards. There's a vegan vegetarian that I know. I've only met him once. Beautiful being. YouTuber, sing, rap, everything. Disciplined, been vegan vegetarian for over 10 years. Love the sun, love nudists. Everything about this person is beautiful. Well, they met me at a bridge in a dream. A bridge out on the ocean, high in the air. I said, you ready? You ready to jump? So I just hopped out the bridge, jumped to the tree, but you could see all the whales, sharks, fish, manatee in the water. This person made it to the tree, but they couldn't move anymore. They was able to position themselves in the realm I was in, but they was not able to navigate these waters. They were not able supposed to move around. It was sunshine. It was beautiful. The water was glistening. We up on this bridge, and we make it to the tree. He looks down like he can't go no further. And I'm like, what's going on? You sunbathe. You a nudist. You vegan vegetarian. You fast. You're energetic. You do martial arts. You do everything. How could you not keep moving? I said, well, just swim in the water and swim fast. This person could not stay in the air. So I was able to navigate the seas and the air. So all I know, they transform into a bird, a swimming bird, like a swan or a duck, and got in the water. They didn't survive. They made it to the island, but they didn't survive. When I came up out of the water, which it was double things. I came out of the water, I came out of the air, and I walked up on the island, and the person was a swan or a duck and had passed away. They can't navigate what I can navigate. Do not let sexy, fine, and all this fool you. Mind over matter. Mind over matter. Some people have powers and frequencies that are able to tap into things others can't tap into. They didn't make it through. They didn't make it to the island. They didn't make it to sovereignty. It's crazy how we went from the bridge to the tree. We made it across that water, but they couldn't travel long distance. They didn't have the frequency or the power to travel long distance. That's no different than when I was on this dragon like Avatar. Minding my business, then these two bitches show up on dragons below me and behind me. They couldn't get up as high as me. They couldn't catch up to me. They tried. The only way they could be around me is if we on a rooftop, at a restaurant, in a house. They can't elevate. They can't travel. They can't spiritually travel. Anything, Spirit, you'd like to say? Your heart, it may not be the purest, but your heart is working in your favor. Your heart is allowing you to navigate these seas different than billions of people on this planet. Your heart is allowing you to navigate these seas heavy compared to billions of people on this planet. You're not one in a million. You're one in a billion. Ashe? You're one in a billion. Don't forget it. They trying to get like you, baby. You can't make this shit up. They trying to get there. They trying to put the chains on you. They trying to put the cuffs on you. They like crab in a barrel. They see your light and they do not understand. I'll never forget it. They had me in the construct. It was like 5 niggas. I didn't know them. I could point them out today. I'll remember their faces. It was like 5 niggas. And they was in the distance behind me. And I said, well, let me get the hell out the way. Who the fuck these niggas is? So I jumped up on the building. They paused like somebody could hear them. And said, well, how's she able to jump up on the building and we can't fly? How's she able to fly? They trying. It ain't in them. You ancient. You're ancient. You're so ancient, it ain't even funny. You want to know who my real soul tribe is? Right before they launched smartphones. I still remember the first T1 from Verizon came out or something. Very heavy duty metal phone. I remember when it first came out. When they first launched smartphones, right before they launched them, you was able to fly and ascend. And those people that I was flying with and levitating and woo, and we was getting it. You could see the Milky Way galaxy. You could see all the auroras, and you could just, that's my soul tribe. And it's not many of us. It's not many of us. Nope. The Tinkerbells. The human-like butterflies. We're different. We're different. We are different. See that light up there? You are that light they're trying to get to, like the Tower of fucking Babel. You are the light they're trying to get to, like the Tower of fucking Babel. You the one, baby. You the one. You will meet the ones you collectively are on their frequency again. This frequency war will end with a victory in your favor. You will replenish yourself and be collectively divine with this ancient sacred DNA. Until next time, unearth the magic. The truth will definitely set you free. You the one. You the one.